Good morning. It's Saturday, live stream, 2:30. Hope you can make it. Go to youtube.com/at football trading profits/streams, and you'll see it there, 2:30. Open to all. Click on the notify me button if you'd like. Make sure you don't miss it. Let's have a look at yesterday. Some important wins required for some teams. How did they get on? Well, Coventry and Sunderland, so much for the 1-0, 0-1, 1-1. And that in itself should be a guide to you that these matches are very tough to call. But I did say an expectation for a tough match. 68 minutes it took for the first goal. This tends to be the standard. We saw 73rd minute take away the penalty in the Bristol City match. First goal from open play, 73rd minute. This one's 68th. So if you are backing 0-0 pre-match, try to get out at about the hour or 65th minute. You would have done very well yesterday. So my main argument remains these are going to be tight. 0-0 until half-time. It's always a good trade out. And Mayenda, an absolutely crucial goal at the end there for the Black Cats. Important, the away side winning with the second leg to come with home advantage. All to do for Fat Frank and crew. But 0-0 by half-time, another example of how tight these matches are nerves-wise. Ilves against Hacker. You're expecting an Ilves win. Finnish Vaikausta is going to be one of our summer leagues, so make sure you get to know it. No real trading angle with a comfortable enough 2-0 lead to start off with for Ilves there. Lots of teams who needed the win. Did they all get the win they required? Well, Wolf and Hoff, at least Hoffenheim didn't lose this one. Did you enter this match on the assumption that Hoffenheim, with the need for points, would be the competitive, tradable side? Indeed, they did come from behind to get the equaliser, and it did so on two occasions. It's exactly what they did in a recent 4-4, I think it was. The Hoff, this is exactly what they did in this match. They had an ability to consistently come from behind. I think on 3 occasions on this match, 2 occasions on this. Desperate need for points, real pattern. Both teams scoring and conceding 2 goals, isn't it? So Hoff, I don't know if it's season over just yet for them, but a point is better than no point at all. Keep them above the relegation zone. Working our way down. Bundesliga 2, important wins for Preußen Munster, thanks to that red card for Hertha Berlin, helping them at the bottom. Köln could wrap up automatic promotion with that win away to Nuremberg yesterday. Irish Premier Division. Derry City getting the win against Cork. Did Cork score first? If they did, that would have been a ready angle in for me. Derry have done this multiple times, picking off teams with a both teams to score element. They are worth following, Derry City, so I would have been all over them had Cork City done the opening scoring there. Drogs and Shamrock, well, the market got it right, but this was a top 2 clash, so I thought it was a little dismissive of the Drogs, second best team in the league. Elsewhere, Dundalk and Bray. I wonder how important that red card was for Bray, because Dundalk should have made it count. Top of the league. They're unlikely to be facing too many defeats this season. Kerry and Treaty. Did Kerry have a target on their back? Could have taken them on, dependent on the timing of the goal there. Yeah, Gordon McQueen getting the goal there. Or Steve to his mates. You could have taken on that Kerry lead, just given the fact that they're highly unlikely to be picking up too many wins this season. Italian Serie A must win for AC Milan with a very, very outside chance at European football. I think there's still enough matches left in Serie A for AC Milan to be competitive in that regard. Let's have a look. They are now within 3 points of the European places. That's how crucial that win was yesterday. And I hope that's how you would have entered this match had Bologna done the opening scoring. They didn't. Yes, they did. Orsolini scoring first. So all over that one, second half. I really hope you picked that one out. All over it. And they're very similar badges, aren't they? In fact, they're identical near enough. I didn't notice that before. Maybe it's a region of Italy. But that one was crucial. So you had a really good trade there with AC Milan. Must win yesterday to get themselves in with a shout at European football. It's unheard of for them not to be involved in Europe. Filmsvay and Heracles, again, the side with greater need, getting the win, Heracles. And at the bottom, in the Eerste Divisie, so there's only two matches you needed to look at, Telstar and Den Bosch, for European football. And who came off on top? Telstar did. You see how crucial this was for Emmen to win, for Den Bosch to win even. That would have changed the complexion. Take 3 away from that, add 3 to that. That's why this was their only squabble in the Eerste Divisie. Everything else was noise. So I hope you didn't play, or at least if you did play, you played neutrally. Advantage Partick Thistle. Well, it's not advantage. They are saved, or they're going into the Premier League. I think this is from the First Division, not too sure. So all good stuff yesterday. Have a quick look at the tennis at this stage of the season as well. I'll be on to ChatGPT today, ask him how he's getting on with my tennis course. He's been farting about quite a lot. I'm going to have to phone Sarah Connor from Terminator just to get him back on his work schedule, I think. Looking at yesterday, again, take your first cue from the market. Again, this 1.25, and we've got an Italian against a Grigor Dimitrov, who recently did have an upset against a Canadian player, Diallo, against the run of the market expectation as well, 1.36. So we're adding into that 1.25 today, and against an Italian. I don't think I would have taken on that Passaro lead. I'm not sure. It's all dependent on the Dimitrov's odds or Passaro's odds after the first set. You can always have a look to see whether there was a competitive out by the second set. And as we move through the weeks in the e-letter, I'll be just adding a little bit more content. So if you're not signed up to the e-letter, I'll show you where you can sign up. This is the sign up here, and every Friday I'll be producing either an e-letter or an e-letter video for you discussing major topics. For example, this Friday, the e-letter's still on YouTube if you want to view it yourself. Go over to Football Trading Profits. So if you make sure you click notifications, you'll be alerted whenever I produce a new e-letter. So you'll find the e-letter here. I'll leave the link. Huge issue. Big in the description. We'll be discuss the tennis this week, and the summer leagues, and the live stream today. So I'll leave the link for you. Just scroll down, leave your name and email, and we'll get all that to you. You're going to get some added bonuses as well as the summer progresses. Doing a lot of work in the background there. Looking at the second set, was Dimitrov ever competitive in the fight back? Well, you can see no, it's all on serve, and he lost his serve there and pretty much killed off any interest in a trading outcome. In a match like this, I would prefer that Passaro was a set and a break up before I got involved, particularly if he can do it early on. If he's a set and a break up, then I'll get involved. Dimitrov had that injury, or apparent injury, or something was wrong with him last match at similar short odds. So do bear these things in mind. It's not something I can pass to you on a manual, is it? These just little nuances, like losing your last match at 1.36. Is there something up? Some players don't share injury concerns, etc. Looking at today, I'm all over Taylor Fritz if fellow American Giron gives him a game. This is another angle I look at, fellow country people, men, women, transgender, They're furries. As long as they're fellow country people, they could know each other's game, and the market could be a little skew with there. Berrettini, an Italian in Italy, priced as fav. Hugh Fernley Whittingstall, he's probably going to be cooking up some indescribable food in the background. So I'll be with Berrettini all the way through there. Again, look for locals in the local competition. Gigante, he's a very tall player, playing Mensic. So there's Daniela Nardini playing De Minaur. So that's going to be fascinating as well. Some real familiar names today. I do like these De Minaur and Taylor Fritz. I doubt they'll be troubled. Bautista Agut against the market's expectation, got the win yesterday, playing Taro Paul. Tiafoe will start coming to himself in the grass season. He's a very solid grass court player. So plenty of interesting football, tennis today. But let's have a look at the football today. And there is a live stream, as you know. So if you get yourself subscribed to this channel here, Football Trading Profits, you can alert yourself whenever there's a new video by clicking on the notifications, and indeed for the live, clicking on the notify me button here. Okay, been really good form. To find out whether I'm in really good form today or not, you'll have to attend the live stream. If I am in form, you'll be making some plentiful greens. Looking down, starting with the Premier League, and it's pretty much dead rubber City, isn't it, apart from City and Villa with their European ambitions. Wolves, I think, will be keen to keep a pretty decent winning sequence going. They only lost 1-0 to Manchester City to end that winning sequence. Leyton Orient against Stockport. Leyton Orient got us, and indeed Stockport got us some good trades, didn't they, in their run up to the playoffs. Leyton Orient really, really catching the eye, but the market can't split these two. 2.7 the favourite. Notts County against Wimbledon, again 2.25 the favourite. You saw yesterday that 0-0 by half-time. That's what I really expect. It's just my expectation. That will be the same story for these two today. Finnish Veikkausliiga has got the big two, or early season, two of the big three, Inter Turku and KUPS. Normal service should be resumed. They should be traders' friends. French Ligue 1, 2 matches remain this season. An important, vital win for Le Havre last night could be keeping them up. They now have Nantes, Angers, Reims within striking distance. Saint-Etienne are not out of it either, but this becomes must-win territory for Saint-Etienne today. Absolute must-win. So any draw here or any 1-0 lead for Reims late on, take it on. If you don't win, you don't get a shot at least the relegation playoffs. So do watch out at the top. This is where it's getting busier. The Champions League spots, 59, 58, 57. Look at this, second all the way to 7th. We still don't know if any of Marseille, Monaco, Nice, Lille, Strasbourg and Lyon, which one of these will be playing Champions League football, Europa League, Europa Conference League. We just don't know. It's so tight at the top. That's exactly what we want to see at this stage of the season. So there's plenty to play for up here. Marseille and Le Havre. Didn't Le Havre play yesterday? Or am I am I seeing things? So let's just work our way down. Monaco as well. They're playing Lyon. That's going to be an important match with Lyon just outside of the European places. Lyon really do need to take points off Monaco there, with only 2 matches remaining. Don't forget. Elsewhere, so it's all about the big boys. Nice, Lille, Strasbourg. So we're going to get Nice, Lille and Strasbourg. And then at the bottom, you saw, let's have a look, Le Havre, Saint-Etienne. Must-win territory for Saint-Etienne. Le Havre as well. I thought recent win for Le Havre. So they're up against it, against Marseille, with the hope for Champions League football, or whether they can be motivated to stay second. Nantes and Angers are still in the spot of bother. they're playing there. So French Ligue 1, very competitive, but 8 o'clock start this evening. Bonjour, Rodders. French Ligue 2 is going to be equally as competitive. When is the kickoff for this? Mid-afternoon. So we'll be capturing some of this in the live standing. So let's get prepared by knowing how many matches are left this season in French Ligue 2. And then we can do our maths, pick out matches of interest. You saw in the Eerste yesterday, only 2 matches out of the whole league had any motivating elements. So we've got the last match of the season. Right. Last match of the season. You get rid of your dead rubbers. You're only going to be focusing on teams with needs. So you can see the top 4 have already booked their places. Guingamp and Laval are the only 2 sides with a shot at the top 5. Guingamp and Laval. So again, it might look busy, but it might not be busy from a competitive perspective or a need for points perspective. So Laval, definitely, and Guingamp, the only 2 squabbles really at the top, with business having been concluded. No side can improve their positions, as you can see. Or, well, Paris FC and Lorient could be fighting it out for the title. So maybe that's something, but it's not a must win, is it? It's just a would like to win the title. So the winner, and it's advantage Lorient. If they draw today, they will be the title holders on goal difference. And at the bottom, it's all done, apart from Martigues and Clermont, who will be fighting out the European playoff place. Martigues and Clermont. So there's the Clermont match and the Martigues match. So plenty of competitive football in French Ligue 2 at 8 o'clock, at 4 o'clock. I'll be around for that, won't I? Because I'll be on the live stream. German Bundesliga is coming to an end. Let's have a look at the standings. That's the only real need for motivation there. Bayer Leverkusen and Bayern Munich, job done. They can't be caught. Who can be caught? Well, Leipzig can be caught. Dortmund, Freiburg can be caught today. Frankfurt will remain third regardless of results. But Freiburg, Dortmund, Leipzig, Mainz, Werder Bremen. Freiburg, Leipzig, Mainz and Werder Bremen. So looks like a lot of the competitive European sides will be due to be playing a bit later on. And at the bottom, we need to know Heidenheim. Well, I don't think they... Well, again, it's a squabble. A win for Bochum. Take them into the last day of the season with a chance at European. So Bochum, Holstein Kiel and Heidenheim still have everything to play for. So it's a competitive throughout, I would say, the Bundesliga today. Bundesliga 2, it's coming to an end. Köln and Hamburg still not concluded business. And look at that. This is such a tight league that those in relegation trouble. No, this was the wrong league for that. There was, I think it's the French Ligue 2, the side third bottom. There's only a few points away from the side in the playoffs. Amazing. But here, it's a lot more competitive. Only 3 places available, which means Paderborn and Magdeburg must be eyeing the win. Dusseldorf and Kaiserslautern must be eyeing the win. Elversberg, Paderborn, Magdeburg, Dusseldorf, Kaiserslautern. So I think, well, there you see it yourself. Dusseldorf, Magdeburg here. Hamburg still not concluded business, but they're in a very good position. Elversberg. Thank you very much. Yeah. Elversberg haven't left the building just yet. They are third, so that's all to play for. So, blue suede shoes on for Elversberg today. Yes, thanks very much. So they're going to try to get up into the Bundesliga. Sligo Rovers and Bows. Sligo Rovers are bottom of the league at the moment, so watch out for that. Perry Como against Cagliari. Cesc Fabregas' side, very, very impressive. Cagliari looking safe enough. there is a 6-point gap to Cagliari. Como mid-table and won't be going any higher, but top 10 place for Cesc Fabregas. He's going to be absolutely delighted. Managerial display there from Cesc. And looking at Juventus and Lazio, still some European football to be had there. So that's got a big marker on it. That's for sure at 5 o'clock. The winner could cement European football there. Empoli and Parma probably getting involved at the bottom, isn't it? Parma, no, they're safe enough. 5-point gap. So certainly Lazio and Juve, plenty to play for. Como to keep in the top 10. They have really impressed me. Well done, Cesc Fabregas. Superb stuff. Yeah, Eredivisie, it's coming to a conclusion. La Liga as well, plenty remaining there. It's still a little early in La Liga. I think 3 matches or 4 matches remain. So still business to be concluded. Champions League places, Atletico Madrid pretty much safe. Although, yes, they are. 44, 13 points from Osasuna. So European football, they're safe. But the likes of Betis can upgrade to Champions League football, can't they? That would be something I'll be looking at. Atletico Bilbao, Villarreal, Betis. They need to keep themselves honest. Las Palmas need to win, or at least they played yesterday, I believe. Lost to Rayo Vallecano. So as you can see, it's advantage Alaves, Sevilla and Girona can put a real boost, and 2 of them can get to 40 points with a win today. It's a busy, busy day. I really hope you can attend the live stream. Click on the notify me bell to make sure you remember it. 2:30 p.m. today. Hope you can make it. Don't forget the e-letter. Have a read of the e-letter completely free, and I hope it'll be useful to you as an introduction to tennis, because this is the part of the year for tennis trading. So I hope you can watch that. I will see you for a live stream at 2:30, and I will see members of footballtradingprofits.com a little bit earlier. So come along to the YouTube channel. Make sure you click on the notifications, and we'll see you for a live stream at 2:30. And I'll see members a little bit earlier.